Hi everyone, my name is Ross Dauk. Welcome to Jokes Please. This is right outside of our apartment. I don't know this cat, but he's around and so friendly. But if I attempt to two-hand him, he hates it. Pets one hand, but as soon as there's two, he's gone. We have a very good show ahead of you. Matty Vu's on the show. It's hilarious. And Alannah Brittany. Let's go do some jokes elsewhere. Run, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. So, my grandma always used to say, "Here, kitty, 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 kitty," and so that's why I do it. We're shooting this in Vancouver. It is 19 above. I'm so sorry if you're in another part of Canada. My family, happy Easter in the snow boots. Pretty good. So I've been asked a couple questions about why I'm dressed like this, and more or less it's like, it's the end of the world as we know it for small businesses and for a lot of things, comedy possibly. And so I decided to dress up for the end of the world. That's the idea. I don't do comedy in this outfit normally, but I just thought now was the time. And I've been getting a fair amount of compliments about this tie in particular. This tie, I say the same joke. I say the same thing every time. Someone says nice tie, and I say, thanks. My dad gave it to me before he died. He's still alive. That's just how gifts work. If he would have given it to me after he died, that would have been inheritance. Now, I gotta tell you, not a lot of laughs on that joke. And sometimes people go, ooh, dark turn. No, it's the opposite of that. Many jokes have dark turns. Many jokes are like, oh, we're in a park and it's nice and there's flowers and everyone's dead. That is one version of a joke. This one had a light twist at the end. This one was, I got a nice tie, my dad gave it to me, and he's still alive. There's a lot of good news in that joke. I hope you guys all had a good Easter. I hope you had a happy Easter. I hid some Easter eggs for my girlfriend in the apartment, and our apartment's not humongous. And there were 16 Easter eggs hidden, and she found 15 out of 16. And I was hoping that she was not going to find the 16th for a while, because the 16th Easter egg was on the precipice of our balcony's ledge, like the egg was contemplating jumping for it. And I thought it was a good hiding spot, but I thought if she finds it too quick, I may have to check in. And so she did not find that for a long time. She didn't find the suicide egg, so whew. One of the things that's happening to our apartment during this time is that all of the door handles are full of static electricity. I gain shocks every time I have to open a door. I don't want to open these doors anyways. It's going to be a double shock when I get diagnosed with the Rona and I had all those actual shocks. You know, like zip, and then darn it. I know why it's happening though, is because all the old people in our building, they're exercising in the hallways. They're just shuffle walking up and down our carpeted hallways. I can hear the static electricity building, and then they're putting it, I don't think they're getting zapped, because when I touch it, I can hear the zip or the zap. Yeah, there's been some misadventures shooting this show out in the world. Motorcycles. That is the same guy. That is the same guy. I interviewed Alannah over there, and the motorcycle guy who rused me, that's him. Thank you for getting that. Now I'm angry. Enjoy the show. Please give it up for the very hilarious Matty Vu.
Oh, hello. It's me, Matty Vu. This is fun. I haven't done comedy in forever. Haven't seen people in forever. I've stopped shaving. How's that feel? You guys like this? I don't like it. It's weird. I'm touching my face more to touch it, and I'm not supposed to touch my face. Very hard to not do. Also hard to not touch your face if you cry a lot. Pro tip, stop crying. Sorry. We're all sad. It's fine. Happy Easter. Did you spend Easter with your families? I didn't, because I'm a good person. My mom actually called me on Friday or Thursday and was like, hey, I want to have Easter dinner. I was like, you can't. And then I texted all my brothers, and I was like, don't go to mom's. We can't do that. She's at risk. She's an old lady. And then I got mad at my mom and then was sad for the day. So that's fun. It's a fun time. I'm sad. I miss my mom. Haven't seen my mom. She's an old lady. I am not sad that I don't have to see my brothers, though, because they kind of suck. One of my brothers is a nightmare person, and I feel like he's someone who would argue against isolation. He's like, oh, it's fine. We can be together. He's also someone who lives in a shack in Squamish with a ferret and a lizard. And he has the thoughts of a person who has a ferret and a lizard. And he also has cats and dogs. He's like he's Tiger King, but with weird animals. His hair is gonna get there soon, I think. He's an odd man. I'm missing Easter dinner. I miss my mom's cooking. That was nice. I've been cooking a lot because I am scared of people making me food. I don't want people touching it. I don't want people delivering me food that they've also touched. I don't want to touch things, so I'm just cooking a lot. That's fun. It's fun because it's like fun Asian music in the background.
Yeah, like I didn't put this in. Yeah, you have to go on record. That is not me putting that music over as a rude joke. Oh, very funny. Oh, very funny. Oh.
Fun times. Yeah, I've been cooking a lot. I like cooking. I've grown up cooking. I used to watch a lot of cooking shows as a kid instead of cartoons for some reason. I don't know. So I cook well. I've been cooking a lot. I don't know if I'm eating healthier, but I know now that I don't eat out. I don't eat fried chicken and pizza every other day, which probably not good for your body. But because I'm not eating fried chicken and pizza every day, I'm using less toilet paper. And that is a hot commodity now. I don't know. I'm gonna need to buy it soon. I've had a stock on hand pre-pandemic. I just keep things, I'm like kind of hoardy in a way. Like I just have a lot of things. So I'm just like working through that. This morning I took stock of what I have. I have 8 rolls of toilet paper and 2 rolls of paper towel. Let's see how long this bad boy lasts. Am I gonna be shitting in the tub soon? Who knows? Gross, I'm sorry. Fun. I find myself drinking a lot. That's a fun. I have a stocked bar, and I just drink more. I made pina coladas to have a fun day, and if you're alone and you make pina coladas, that's a full blender of booze that you just have to drink now, and that was a wild night to have alone. Being drunk alone's wild. Being in this alone is wild. I live alone, and it's just waves of sad and horny. You're like, I don't know where I'm gonna go. At the end of this, if you want a baby, just like whisper in my ear and I'll give you twins. That's the rate things are going. I'm happy that pot became legal because I didn't do it before, and now the law said I'm allowed to do a thing, so I do a thing, and that helps my anxiety, worsens the horniness. And no one tells you that pot makes you super horny too. Am I just very horny? Who knows? We're all horned up and sad, and that is COVID.
Thanks, Matty. I love that. I appreciate you doing stand-up comedy.
I appreciate the music that you put in the video.
Yeah. So that's very funny because also you're wearing a lavalier microphone. It's possible that music is not even also going to be captured here.
Oh yeah.
So
you're gonna have to put that in.
Yeah, so okay. Well, thank you very much, Matty. Let's go have a chit chat. The next segment of this show, Matty and Ross in the Lakeside Chat. Excited that you're here.
I'm excited to be here. Action,
Yep.
Baby.
Action, baby.
I hope you use that clip.
Introduce yourself straight to camera.
Hi, I'm Matty Vu. I'm here. I exist in this world now. We all do. Sorry.
Give it the finger points.
It's
Give
me.
it more.
It's me, Matty Vu.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry? What? Why are you saying sorry?
I filmed myself making a lasagna.
I saw that. It's
And
great.
it's just me apologizing a lot. I
guess
cut out so much.
I was gonna say I guess I didn't watch all of
And
it.
because I was drinking during it, and there's a lot of just like waiting around, and I hadn't eaten because I was waiting for this lasagna, and I just got so drunk.
I love, these are the sort of pandemic stories I'm interested in. Hi everybody, I'm here with my very good friend and very hilarious comedian, Matty Vu. So excited to have him here. Matty, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
You're doing okay. So you started.
No one's thriving, right?
Very few are thriving. It's funny because this show sometimes has a theme. Like I feel excited, and when I watch back, I'm like, why am I so upbeat in this time? I was like, it's because I'm with a human being.
Yeah.
For the first time in a long
I haven't
time.
had to talk to a friend in a while.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to my home.
Oh yeah, so we're in a park right now that is your front or backyard.
It's adjacent.
It's adjacent. It's gorgeous here.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So this is yesterday and today. We're in more lively parks, but it's funny. Like it sometimes looks very busy, but then when you look from a different angle, you're like, oh, everyone isn't hilarious.
That's because there's a path there. There's literally no one over there.
Yeah, that's true. We started a little late because there was a gardening business.
Like a soil delivery.
Humongous truck with bags of something called Garden to Go or something like that.
I'm not plugging them.
Yeah, totally.
They made me wait here.
It pulled up and then they had huge bags of Garden to Go. Turns out it was just soil. But one of my favorite jokes is that on Craigslist, there's just free dirt everywhere. Not this business.
They're scooping up that free dirt and selling to you.
Those bastardos.
Rascals.
Those rascals. Okay, so Matty, you are a multi-talented human being who had some activities that probably some people are taking up in the pandemic, whereas you are already sort of a dialed person.
Yeah, I've been like a long-time cross-stitcher.
Cross-stitcher.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're called.
I think that is. Explain what a cross-stitching is.
Cross-stitch is basically just like sewing thread into little X's to make a bigger picture.
Pattern. So you have you've cross-stitched. So you cross-stitched a Jokes Please one.
I did make a Jokes Please one,
which is very nice.
The little logo.
Yeah, it's in my apartment. I'll clip. We were just talking about how I've done that several times and then put no clip. So we'll see what happens here.
If I'm in the chat, can I post images in the chat? I don't know.
Oh, interesting. I don't know. No one's done it yet. But
I'll just divert from my face and just like, look at this image of my
That'd
cross
be great. That would be active. So you've also, you're popular, there's a popular post on Reddit because you put your Wi-Fi code in a cross stitch.
Oh, there's been a couple on Reddit that
Yeah.
have like blown up, surprisingly. I put my Wi-Fi code, it's like a QR code.
Right. Oh, cool.
So all you have to do is put your phone camera to it and you log into my Wi-Fi.
Instead of asking you what your Wi-Fi
Yeah.
is, you go, hey, look at that cute craft.
But also everybody looks at it because it's got like a wreath around it and
Oh,
it's
wow.
like Wi-Fi. And
Oh,
they're like,
beautiful.
oh, that's fun. I'm like, just throw your phone to it and you're connected.
That is great. Have you made any pandemic themed ones?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I made one, it was like kind of Hamilton musical themed,
Ooh.
kind of pandemic themed. It was just, and it's kind of depressing because I was sad at the time.
Yeah.
It's death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints.
I saw that one. It's not depressing. It is a little depressing.
So we're all
yeah.
gonna die. It doesn't matter who you are.
No, that is true.
And then I made a Tiger King one, which is kind of pandemic-y.
It is. That is very much of the moment. Did you watch that extra episode?
I just watched it this morning.
I watched it last night. It was a little disappointing. I was hoping for an actual episode, but what'd you think?
It was fine.
It was
It was just like an after show.
Yeah, I don't like these after
Those
shows.
are dumb. And it's the guy who hosts all the after shows.
I've never seen an after show aside from The Walking Dead, or I know that The Talking Dead existed. That's all I know.
Joe McHale's done like The Soup, which is kind of like an after show of the internet.
He's funny though. Yeah. His
Sure.
body's weird. So muscly.
Is he?
Oh, it's insane.
I don't know.
I saw a clip of something that's really bizarro. Okay, we're probably not going to keep in this body talks. You're here
Cut body
with
talks.
Lakeside Chats with Matty and Ross, where we talk absolutely not at all about Joel McHale's body.
We had to cut because we talked about it for an hour and the light changed.
Yeah. It's actually we came back the next day. So you're cross stitching more than the normal.
I'm trying
or?
to cross stitch more, but it's hard to get like creative or like
I
inspired
thought you were
right
going to
now.
say supplies.
It's also hard to get supplies. I'm making a cross stitch for our friend Gina.
Yep.
When she like broke her leg over
Yep.
Christmas.
Yep.
I was cross stitching her X-ray.
Oh, wow, that's charming.
It was very funny.
Yeah.
But then I ran out of colors, and then Michael's has like a 3-hour lineup,
Oh yeah.
and a friend was there, and I was like, hey, pick me up this color, and she's like, they're out. They don't have anything.
They don't have any skeleton colored yarn anymore.
No,
It's not yarn.
it's
is it?
thread.
Thread.
Well, floss. Floss is what they call it.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know why.
That's good. I don't know what your oral hygiene is like, but if your dentist is like, you have to floss more, and you're like, I floss. a
I
lot."
flossed today for the first time in like a month.
It's great. It's fun. It's wonderful.
I was like, we're filming. Should I floss? Sure. I don't know.
I like that. I feel like that's very
I haven't
respectful to
had
the
a
audience
reason to
members.
like look nice.
You do look nice. You have facial hair. This is kind
Yeah.
of rare in your life.
Yeah, this is a month.
Does your really?
It's sad.
Is that true?
No.
Okay.
It's like 2 weeks.
I was like, oh my god. It's funny that on like say post-apocalyptic zombie movies and stuff that you know, some people are like, no one would. Where are they shaving? Maybe they'll just have Matty's condition.
Being Asian. This is like Asian 2 weeks in. You, an afternoon.
Yeah, it's a little too fast for my liking right now because I have a beard trimmer, but it is just like they just sort of run out eventually. Like the blades don't clip clop enough. Yeah, they don't
Clip clop.
They don't chip
The
chop.
little face horses.
So okay, so you're in there, you're cross stitching. What is the sound that a cross stitch makes?
Basically, not a lot of noise, just a lot of. That's even louder than what it
Do you get
is.
on like a roll?
Oh yeah. I'll be like, I need to pee, and then an hour later, still going at it. And I'm like, I still need to pee.
Is there a needle to go through?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any pokes or no pokes?
Yeah.
Some pokes.
When I started, a lot of pokes.
Yes, but now you're an old pro.
No, but like less poking myself, less stabbing myself.
On the hierarchies of the greatest cross stitches of all time, where are you?
Oh, near the bottom.
Yeah, because some people are great.
Some people are so good. Like if you go to the cross stitching Reddit, it's like beautiful portraits.
Oh yeah.
And I just write sassy things in a fun medium.
Yeah, the J and the P were all straight, very straight. I don't even know if the J had a curve. I don't know. Can you make
There's
curves?
no P in the one that I made you.
What did it say?
It was just the J with the finger.
Oh.
It was your logo.
I thought it was maybe JP exclamation mark. That's what I would have done. I'm daydreaming of my cross stitching
Career.
Yeah. If time is long enough, the cross stitching activity is going to blow up.
I'm gonna have to start selling cross stitches if things go bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what people want.
We're hearing that a lot with comedians around about who is like considering different jobs, and this is a thing that people get asked in interviews a long time ago. They go like, if you were not a comedian, what would you be? That's like a classic comedian interview question. We're gonna see.
Yesterday morning, I was talking to Gina,
Yeah.
and I was like, maybe we just quit comedy. And then you texted me, like, want to do jokes, please? I was like, I guess not.
That's like heisty. You always get pulled back into the game. That was me.
It happens every time I try to be like, maybe I should be done. Maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. And then something big will happen. I'm like, nah, I guess I should do it still.
I like that you consider this something big. This is a big.
There's nothing else.
You're right. This is the best kind of show in town. God, like what a shift it is between like what exists and what does not exist. What still exists is traffic. Traffic's weird. Like
Is
it's
it?
like, well, it's far less than it used to be, but it's still like everyone's raring up at the red lights. That has not gone away. Like I always think it's going to go out and be a zombie town completely, but it is not.
People still need to like get to it. Like
But
I have my little scooter.
oh, you've got your scooting again.
I'm scooting again.
Because it's the weather. It's
Because the
time.
sun's out.
Yeah.
And I usually insure it like in April-ish
Yep.
to be like, and I can get around. I'm free.
Where does it stay in the wintertime?
In my underground in my apartment.
Okay. Yeah.
It just sits there.
And then you like whip off a tarp in slow
Cover?
motion?
No,
And-
it's open, but I have to
Okay.
put the battery back in,
Oh, okay.
and then yeah, that's basically it. Because I've done everything pre-winter to like prep it.
And so I don't know a lot about scooters except for that they look fun.
It's so much fun.
Is it a kind? Does it zip? I don't know.
It zips.
Yeah,
It's
it zips.
fun.
Yeah.
It's not as fast as a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I've had more fun on it than I did when I had a motorbike.
Right. So you are a vehicle person. You've had cars and
I'm a car boy.
motorbikes and scooters.
Yes.
So it's like regardless of what people who are looking at you have never seen or met you before, is you are multifaceted. You scoot, but also you drove aggressively in other bigger vehicles.
You've been in a car with me.
Yes. Scooting, I'm sure you scoot and it's pleasant and you go like me, and people love
Because
it.
I can't
But
do anything.
But in cars, the sound is different.
Well, like I remember last time when
Vroom.
we were
it
driving
goes.
to
It goes vroom.
that casino show that we
Oh,
hated.
I gave you driving compliments though, because
But
I
like,
feel safe with you.
you're like, are you gonna do anything dangerous? And I said no. And we were facing the wrong way in a street, so I immediately did a U-turn illegally on one of the busiest.
Yeah.
streets. It was like
Yeah.
clear, but like I
Yeah.
did it.
But it was under control and it was good. I'm a very cautious driver, and like I like when people are cautious drivers, but I prefer a good driver over a cautious driver. Like
Yeah.
like the person.
I'm confident in what I'm doing,
Yeah.
but not like I'm doing dangerous things. It's just like I trust.
But when you scoot, you must sometimes lift the front. Can it lift?
It's too heavy.
Okay. It does.
But every time I park it,
Yeah.
I'll jam the rear brake and power slide the back end to like
Sweet.
spin my butt in and then back in.
Well, that's awesome.
It's to no one. Only I get to see myself do this, but I love it.
I would like to see that. I'm very excited about this. I love that. So and it's also so it's nice whether you are visiting friends.
Yeah, I'll go on the scoot and I'll be like, oh, I've only done it twice.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be like, hey, I'm gonna go around and take a tour of the city on my little scoot and wave to you from the streets.
Yeah. But it's awesome.
It's nice.
It's like what? Yeah, that's very nice.
And like I'm in Like I have a helmet and gloves, and I feel like no germs can get me.
Yeah, totally. Well, you're naturally protected by the scoot outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Ivan Decker has that joke about the zombies. And
Yeah,
it's
just
like a
thinking that.
motorcycle outfit. But this is Scooter, and this isn't zombies, so this is a step backwards.
Yeah. I think let's try this one more time. Of the things I've seen of people wearing for personal protection wear, I saw, I kid you not, a man with just a pot on his head. Clip. Pressure's on, because this was at the start of it. This was like that first week when things were crazy, and it was on Canby, like going up the thing, and there's still people walking around, and there's a person who just had like a full.
What is that doing?
Protecting
you can't
himself.
see out of it.
Yeah, it's bizarro. It really is bizarre. On that same day, double clip. The cops were like,
That's 4 clips that you had to put in.
this is not going to happen this time. I hope it does. The cops are like gearing up to do something, and some of them had personal protective wear, and others had huge guns. It was bizarro. Me and an old lady stood and watched, and afterwards she goes, "You're not with them?" Because I had a camera on them. I go, "No, I just filming it because it was crazy." And she's like, "I thought you were like filming them because it was a movie." I was like, "No, but that was crazy." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Like it looks so
It was,
real.
yeah, it was like wild. They were like gearing up in weird masks, and yeah, it's
What
crazy.
was
And then it
happening?
was like 5 SUVs drove off together, and it was crazy.
It's like a police escort.
Clip. So Matty, yeah, this has been a pleasant chat so far. So you are you're in your home, and you were all trying to stay socially distant. How are you getting your supplies?
Not getting the things I want mostly.
Yep.
I needed a monitor cable
Okay.
so I could work at home.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't want to give Jeff Bezos money because
Right.
he's a monster person.
Yeah, sure.
And so I stood in line for 2 hours to
At
buy
a-
a $15
At a
cable
what kind of store?
at a computer store,
So
which was beside a motorcycle store,
ooh.
which made me want to buy a motorbike real bad.
Yeah.
It's like I can escape further.
Yeah, totally. And you're in this like long line up here, a long boring line up, and over there is like freedom and adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm already I scooted there, so I had like gear on, so I was like, I could just buy that now.
Park the scoot, motorbike around. It's always hard, like if you like ride your bike, drive a car, go somewhere, and then you want to go another way. Maybe you just leave that scoot there forever. Like I don't know if I'll ever go back there. So you got your cord?
Got my cord.
Yeah.
It was like they only let like one person in the store at a time,
Oh, wow.
which is cool.
Yeah, I think that's great.
But it was also like, this is forever. I could have gone to like a Staples, but I went to like a smaller shop because I feel bad about not supporting local as much.
Was that one a local one though?
It was a local
Oh,
one.
that's great. Okay, so you're at home. What else are you up to?
Playing a lot of video games,
Oh yeah, what are you playing?
playing Animal Crossing, like
This is-
everybody.
Yeah, this is all over my social media stuff. So this is a game where you play a person who looks like yourself.
You can make them look like yourself.
Yeah.
Mine looks exactly like me.
Yeah.
And you can also like customize, like make custom shirts.
Yes.
So I've made most of my wardrobe.
Okay, I don't know if that's what it's supposed to do. I think you're supposed to make crazy things. Like, wouldn't it be crazy if I had?
But then you have like this island that
Yeah.
you like get to create. You also get to like own a home.
Yes. Oh, I see. Real fantasy here.
Yeah. And also like one of the fun things is like, so you show up at the island and someone's like, hey, you want a home? It's $100,000. You're like, cool. And then you play the game some more, and then you go pay your $100,000, and like your home loan's paid off. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna experience this in real life.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So I've mostly seen it on our mutual friend Ryan Gunther's social media thing, and I find it so funny because different people's look different.
And you
so-
can visit everybody too.
Oh.
So like I can go to someone's island. I can go to Ryan's island. Someone come to mine. On Easter, a friend had an Easter party. It turned out to be a sacrifice. We were sacrificing someone. He made it very fun and dark. It was a fun
What?
storyline. He gave us like a fun adventure to deal with.
in
In the
video
game.
That is wild. Okay. Okay. So what got sacrificed?
One of the other friends we chose.
I don't really understand how this happens. Tell me
They don't
more.
really die. We just
Right.
like lay on this bed, and then we all pull out our axes and just start swinging our little axes.
Right. Okay.
And then the guy who set it up, his name's Kyle Fines. And,
Yeah,
you
yeah, I know Kyle, yeah.
And then he was just like spraying like red spray paint on the ground
Oh,
to make it look like blood. So like really thematic.
This is wild.
It's fun.
It is. I love this dog party in the back. I hope all viewers at home are enjoying this dog activity that we are missing out on because we're focused here. We're not seeing all the floofs.
Yeah, looking at a tree and you.
Yeah, this sucks. Over there, there's dogs in a lake floofing around. Everyone's just muted it, like zoomed in on that.
That's how I watch these shows, am I right?
That is fair. Matty, that was so much fun. Thank you very much for doing it. Please give a round of applause for Matty, everyone. What a pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah,
bye. Be safe, babies.
Please give it up for Alannah Brittany.
Oh, hello! Thank you for having me. Give it up for Ross. Remember when we used to do that? When we did real stand-up in front of people? I would acknowledge the host. It's good to keep traditions alive. I feel like it's the only thing keeping me going. I love traditions and stand-up. The other ones that we do, we'll talk to the audience, like get to know them. Can't really do that because there's nobody here. But that's okay. We can, still try, like, anybody here from out of town? Good? Nobody, because go home if you are. We don't want you. You're not supposed to be here. Get back to Alberta. No offense if anybody's from Alberta watching. I've learned a lot over the last little while. I've been spending a lot of time alone. I've learned that none of my friends think that I can do a push-up challenge. I haven't been tagged, not even one time. That's a horrible way to find out your friends don't have any faith in your upper body strength. They're not wrong. I cannot do a push-up, but I would like the opportunity to prove my Photoshop skills when I put someone else's face or my face on someone else's body and like make a video of pretending that I'm making push-up challenge work. I don't know. I think that I might do that anyway and just put it on the internet and you guys can all be like, yes, good, you can do push-up. I can't, but I'll work on it. I won't work on it. I don't care. Everyone's like, I've got so much time to like sit around and do stuff and like better myself. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's a good thing to do. I've been reading. I've been doing a lot of like reading to try to learn. Like every day I wake up and I pour myself a coffee and I sit down and I start to read a 6-paragraph post that this guy Mike that I went to high school with writes. He's an actor, but he also, I guess, like a hobby immunologist now. His takes on herd immunity. Oh, so uneducated, but so adamant that I feel like I'm learning. It's good. It's nothing new that people are taking dumb shit off the internet and being like, this is true. Like, people have been doing this forever, not just recently. People are always dumb. The old, it's a myth, but the research, the recent study that's been going on, people have been talking about it for like, oh, there's a car coming. It's gonna kill us. Oh my God. What are you doing? Smoking in this climate? Are you kidding me? Did you see that? Wow. What an asshole. COVID idiot. Is that? Okay, I don't say that. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, being better. Oh, those research, like the recent articles that people always talk about. The one that I hate, and I've always hated, and I still hate, that's been going around for years, is the one about how the average person eats 7 spiders every year while they're sleeping. Have you heard of that one, Ross? Yeah? You've heard that? It's so dumb because in order for that to make any sense, in order for that to have been an actual study, it means that there would have at some point had to have been a researcher standing over somebody being like, 1 spider. Like no ethics approval committee would ever be like, what's your study? And then the guy would be like, I'm gonna watch people sleep for a year and see how many spiders go into their mouth. And then the research committee is like, are you gonna stop the spiders? No, I'm just gonna watch them and go, and so I know that they were eaten. No, it doesn't make any sense. It's dumb study. If you are somebody who's like, but how else do you explain all the spiders I eat? Like, you're the problem. That's you. That's on you. That's not our fault. Oh man, I've also been playing this game to pass the time called Eat the Cans in My Cupboard Without Checking the Expiration Dates to see if I get botulism. That's a good one. You can try it. Because I don't know if you know this, but botulism is the same thing that they use in Botox to get rid of the wrinkles. So I'm either going to come out with like perfectly wrinkle-free face or dead. So we'll see how the botulism goes for me. I don't know. I've also been watching a lot of TV, like every single other person in the world who's smart is doing, staying at home. And I've finally gotten to the bottom of the barrel of Netflix. There's another guy.
Dang it.
Oh my God. This is what happens when I
The most busy alley on earth.
Yeah.
Nope.
Car! Game on! Car! There's a dog in that, but there's another car coming too. I've been watching a ton of Netflix, and I've finally gotten to the very bottom of the barrel of a Netflix. I used to think the worst show, like the worst imaginable movie on Netflix, was this one that was like a Christian style film about this family farm that goes through a really bad drought, and then this vagabond is walking through and was like, I'll save your farm, and then they're like, we don't trust you, vagabond, and then he's like, I'll ask for his room and board, and then they're like, just okay, maybe, and then he comes and he does a rain dance. He's white, cultural appropriation, but it's fine because then he prays and it turns out he's Jesus and he saves the farm. I was like, okay, that gotta be the worst thing on Netflix, but it's not, because I found the actual worst movie. Horrible. It's on Netflix. I watched it, of course. It is a Shakespeare-inspired musical country western called Rodeo and Juliet. And it is 5 out of 10. But I watched it, and I think you should too. And I dare you to tell me if there's anything worse, because I don't think there is. But I've started having to use my mom's Netflix account because I don't want to ruin mine any further. So I'm just starting at the top of hers, and I'm going to dig it down to the bottom too. Who knows what else is down there? Man, before all this started, I used to have a joke that I can't do anymore because now it's too real. I'll never be able to do it ever again in this new world that we now exist in. Because I used to say, have you ever been so broke that you're like, communism? But now that's everybody. Now people are like, yes. It used to be funny, but now it's just real. We're all communists. That's all I got for you. Thank you so much for having me.
I was always on the communist side of things. I liked that joke, but I didn't like that it got laughs. I was like, yes, communism. This is the way. More socialism. One of the reasons we also know that spider study is not real is because there's no follow-up studies like how many caterpillars do we eat, how many
Right?
butterflies, a surprisingly large amount of butterflies.
So
You'd think
many
one
people.
per lifetime.
Yeah, people, I mean, I would hope, but well, no more than that.
Yeah, otherwise you also have a problem there.
Yeah, you're the problem.
I feel like a fair amount of comedians have had jokes about that, and every time that happens, I love it.
About the spiders?
Yes,
Really?
yeah.
I've never heard
No,
anybody
it's
get mad about the science behind it.
Yeah, no, it's great because it is a very funny thing. Because I don't think that's scientific. I think that's a myth.
No, but people will be like, it's a real recent research. I've had
Yeah.
people earnestly tell me this. I'm like, you're not a dumb person, Sarah. How do you believe that is true?
I wonder if scientists feel a responsibility, like so you know they're doing their peer-reviewed studies, they're fact-finding, they're running these great things, but then they're at a party and they just accidentally riff. They just say, hey, yeah, and I've heard, and then someone's like, hey, scientists have said. Like, no, scientists at parties have loosely said.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the start of this all.
Well, I personally, as somebody with a master's of science, that is one thing I get to say whenever I'm like, this tree over here, it's a Corniscabisca fernifice. Scientist said so.
Alannah Brittany, let's go chit chat.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thanks,
Rob.
Alannah. So I'm here with Alannah Brittany. What a pleasure. Alannah is a hilarious comedian, and she also brought a special guest. What am I supposed to say?
Oh, she's the prettiest princess in all the land.
So, and also I'm here with the prettiest princess in all the land, Brady. What a pleasure. So cute.
Brady says thank you for having me.
Aw. And how about you, Alannah?
Oh, also thank
Okay,
you.
good. Yeah, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much. This is great.
Yeah, we are in a more lively spot than normal.
Look at all these people.
Yeah, so I don't think it can be seen that well on here, but maybe I should take a video elsewise. So we have normally shot this in pretty remote sort of parks, sort of tucked away, but we are very near my house, and but it's a holiday. But everyone's pretty spaced pretty well.
Yeah, we can go measure them after.
We're up on a hill here, and so we can look down, and it's kind of interesting because if you look flat, which I first did, I thought, holy moly, so many people. Over here, it's
Yeah, so you can see the pockets.
yeah, they kind of look like a checkers board of people.
I'm impressed.
Yeah,
It's good to see people getting some sunshine.
true. So how are you doing?
Pretty good. All
Yeah.
things going down.
Yeah.
I learned a lot this week.
What's going on?
Oh no, I just like learned. I just read a book.
Oh, I
You
see.
remember
Oh,
reading?
you're learning
Yeah.
with your brain.
Yeah, you
You're-
remember books? Those still exist.
I remember books. I feel like the whole world. Sorry, everybody. There's a real badass riding his motorcycle
My
around.
future husband.
This is my direct neighborhood. I know that sound. I've never seen his face before, but I will find him. Why does he get up so early? He's probably a hard-working man.
Yeah, maybe.
Uh,
I just did.
What are you reading? What books are you reading?
I'm reading one called The Wheat Belly, which is about how not to eat wheat.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly. Yeah.
As a person who's from Saskatchewan, where wheat is the #1 crop, oh, this is the most offensive,
I'm
controversial book on earth.
So sorry. Well, the bottom line is, I'm still gonna.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a book about how someone thinks you shouldn't, but yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Why?
Well, it's
What's
supposed to
the
be
thing?
it's bad for inflammation or
Oh, yeah.
something. I don't know. It's not very educational. It's pretty anecdotal.
Sensational, anecdotal, yeah.
Yeah.
But if it works for people, it works for people. I suppose there's probably things I shouldn't eat. I know there's some things that make my body go weird.
Yeah, but this is a free pastime.
Yeah,
You're
yeah. Oh,
allowed-
I agree.
You're full free pass. You can do what you want. It's like the purge, but on the inside. You can just like.
Did you have any Easter stuff?
Sort of, yeah. My mom ordered chocolate on the internet, and it showed up like a week ago, and I just
Oh.
stared at the box, and I was like, I know what you are, but I'm waiting till
Yeah.
Easter.
Yeah.
Time is meaningless.
Time is meaningless. I am normally an up late sort of person,
Yeah.
and through this whole self-isolating thing, I've been going to bed reasonable, getting up reasonable, But then 2 nights ago, I was tired at 11 p.m. I thought, okay, I'll go to bed at midnight, maybe midnight 30. And I stayed up till 4 in the morning.
What are you doing?
I think looking at the internet.
Yeah.
Like it was. I hate this thing. There's a graph of like where to start with. You're like, oh, I'm reading good things. I'm learning
Yeah.
about wheat or whatever it is, and you're becoming a better person. And then you just go over this hump, and not only are you becoming a worse person, but you lost all the gains, and then you drop past where you were before.
Yeah.
Does that happen to you?
Oh, I don't think I've ever had gains.
No, you're reading this wheat book.
Oh, I read it because it was like, I've read everything else. I
Oh,
read
wow.
all of the People magazines
Yeah.
on my coffee table, and that was it. That's all I had. I had that and like books from when I went to school,
Right.
which I want to reread.
I think I hate People magazine because it's called People, but it's about a specific group of people.
Yeah.
The Richies and the
The
Famousies.
people that matter.
Yeah, I would like one called Common People, and it was about a man who tripped that day. And they got a photo of him, but he's like blasted off.
Like the caption is just like, man on his way to grocery store had a foible.
Yeah. See, now I want it to be more plain language. I want to be like, look at this guy. And then,
Dave from accounting spills again.
see, yeah, something like that. Whoa, you're also on a hill.
Oh my
and
god,
I'm gonna tip in
please
this
don't
thing.
fall over because I can't help you up because of social distancing.
That's true. You're being respectful of that.
Yeah.
How far is this, do you think?
This is like 3 Brady's, I'd say.
Right.
She's
Brady's
yay
about
long.
3 feet.
She's like a foot. I don't know the measurement.
She's like a full meter herself.
I don't like when people are like 6 feet difference because I don't know. Like I grew up in Canada. I know meters, like 2 meters. This looks like 2 yardsticks that I would have gotten hit with in class, right?
Oh,
like,
wow.
right?
You didn't get hit that often, did you?
Oh, I should have probably got hit
Oh.
more.
Did you get hit at all?
No, I'm not
Oh.
that old. I don't think
Oh,
they
we got
were-
hit a bit.
You did?
Yeah, totally.
You were from the prairie.
Yeah, yeah. There was a principal who would take a meter stick. He was a bad guy. And also, I should say, it's like my dad eventually became the principal. It was not my dad. It was the principal before that. He was horrible. Like when this principal died, some people of mine, like not only were just not grieving for him, like they were actually like, see you in hell.
You know what?
I
If
said
you're a
that joke.
dick, that's what you get.
Yeah.
You get spit on the tombstone.
Yeah, we danced all over it. That's a trip.
It's a spit burger of life.
Thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please tell your friends. You could like, subscribe, you can comment, but mostly just thank you for your time and your energy. I hope you're doing well. Be safe. Happy Easter.